What we have here, Luke, is a failure to communicate, not on your part, on mine. As a content creator, I've been having little issues put together this episode. I'm here to tell you how you can use a DJI drone or any other drone in a drop mechanism commonly found on Amazon to drop an antenna over a tree. Your product may come from Amazon in a box much like this, and it's very simple. I'll show you a little bit more about it a little bit later. It's a drop mechanism. With no power to it, you can operate the servo. No, I wouldn't use a weight this big, but for illustration purposes, fly the drone up to where you want. And here I'm going to simulate no light with my finger covering the sensor. Finger comes away, there's light. Be the light on your drone, and away it goes. Well, by the time I was in a hurry to get that antenna out, I just used common methods. Why am I still messing with this? Because there are times when I want to get even farther up over taller trees than I got with the common method. Thanks for stopping by to see what I'm up to today. Today, I'm just futzing around, fixing some things. Here, I'm fixing a 160-meter loop that somehow got scarred and marred by tree branches. While I'm doing it, I'm just fixing some things that need to be fixed. Here's a leg of the loop that I've already thrown up, and with one hand I'm pulling it up, with the other hand I'm guiding it past some branches. Very often, if you just try to put them up a bunch of legs at one time, branches will hinder the line from getting up into a horizontal position. So here I'm directly keeping the line from getting caught by the branches, but getting corner point up to the highest point. I'm just going to use something close by to tie the line off and keep it from falling back down. I buy the Mass Strand 660-pound 3.5 millimeter cord, and I buy it in 100-foot rolls. And I never know when I'm gonna need to use this for something else, so instead of cutting the 100-foot roll, I just tuck it up in the tree on the spool that the line came on, so that next time I still have an intact 100-foot piece of line to work with. Someone's definitely going to ask, how did you get the line up there? Well, the same way that I throw my in-fat halfways in a tree for a POTA, one of the methods I use, the David and Goliath method, is not my usual method, but when I want to get up high, that's what I use.
So what about this drone gizmo, Hamboy?
This is a throw mechanism I purchased on Amazon for my DJI drone. Use this latch to latch around the drone. It's made for the drone. It fits perfectly. There's a USB charging mechanism, an on and off switch, and on this side is a servo. So without power to the servo, you can operate it by hand and watch where the throw mechanism is situated. So there, it's holding your object that you want to throw, you want to drop, and then the servo moves and it drops the object. Again, holding, dropping. And then they call these throw, I don't know, kind of gravity, I always think drop. So hold, drop, and it works. This sensor right here sees the light and operates the servo. So when the light is lit by the drone's remote control, the sensor picks it up, it still shines through, but it tells the drop mechanism to drop. Problem is, on some drones, I have an older DJI drone, and it's out of date. They're no longer going to update the firmware. Some drones, there's a light on the bottom to illuminate things, I guess when you're flying at night or for signaling, I don't know. And this allows that light to shine through. You turn on that light with the controller in your hand, and the drone will drop. Problem is, with my old DJI drone, they've already put out the last firmware they're ever going to put out. And with some firmwares on many things, there are glitches. So ordinarily a bug report would be done and they would fix it. But on my drone, the bug report that needs to be made is the light on the drone no longer works properly. So it's either tear the drone apart and fix it, or I'm going to get that device we've highlighted to operate this servo, or illuminate a separate LED, separate from the drone, separate from this unit. Well, it'll be attached to this unit. Illuminate a separate LED with the remote control that you've seen me use earlier to get this throw drop switch to work once again. I'm not buying a new drone. Using this commercial chip that's available on Amazon, I can design a remote control circuit that's powered by a 3.7 volt battery, and it works like this. A, one LED. B, the other LED. C, the other LED. D, the other LED. So all we have to do is use our imaginations and figure out what we can do with a circuit like this. Here on the side is the button, the programming button. So if I press it 8 times, so you see the button right there. I press it 8 times, and you might be able to see an LED blink on the chip itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No button presses produce anything. It's in programming mode. Press once, A button. Twice, B button. 3 times, C button. 4 times, D button. Now it's programmed. I'm going to press the A button, B button, C button, D button. Simple to program, easy to use, easily powered. You guys can all figure out how to either model a 3D enclosure or get your buddy to model one for you, and off you go.